One documentary.
Yeah.
The Starman Dance. That's
Yes.
awesome.
It's becoming
That's the best
legendary.
part.
Yeah.
And nobody's commented at all to me about it.
Really? Did he do it?
Yeah, but they'd still say it's funny.
You mean they don't say you're funny?
Well, no, the Starman dance.
Oh.
I'm not funny at all, but I would think they'd say something to me about his Starman
Oh,
dance. Yeah.
A few fans in Italy that started singing Starman.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you start dance?
No. They do that after a few.
Yeah.
Beverages.
It's been a long time. Yeah. Okay.
So, well, we're good to go with Troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so you've been back in Europe for a while now, and how do you think the tour's going?
It's going wonderful. This is where it's at for Alter Bridge for sure.
Yeah.
Amazing, great crowds.
Dedicated fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You've been touring with Blackstone Cherry this
Mhm,
time around.
mhm.
Yeah. Do you know them from before, or?
They've toured with us most of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been the best crowd response to any band that's been with us to date. So it's a great pairing. Just everybody's starting to get sick now. Both bands, both crews.
Yeah.
So,
Always happens as soon as you get over here. There's somebody's going to get sick, and then it just spreads through the whole
The
bus.
European flu.
Exactly. Exactly.
You released AB3 about a year ago. You've been touring a lot since. What's your favorite song of that album?
mine's probably been "Show Me a Sign," but we don't play it live. But
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite to listen to.
For me, Words Darker Than Their Wings
Yeah.
is my favorite off of there.
Yeah. Both awesome.
Yeah.
I hope to hear you sing that one.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
soon.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Do you ever go back and wish that you could do a song differently, like with melody and lyrics and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes. Like I'm experiencing that now with this solo record I'm working on. I want to redo a bunch of it, but with Alter Bridge stuff, I don't know. There's
I think
the first. Oh no, what was a last record we did? A song that didn't turn out the way we wanted it.
Yeah, there was a couple on this record, Never Born to Follow, which used
Yeah.
to be, had a different chorus in there, which I personally like the older chorus
Yeah.
better, but that was one that, now it's on AB 3.5, but it wasn't initially on AB 3.
We had higher hopes for that song.
Yeah, there's a,
I like the chorus. I think it's like uplifting that you change the key and stuff.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe you had something better.
We
to
thought
start
it
off
was
with.
up there with Ghost of Days Gone By when we were putting all the songs together. Those were two of our most exciting songs,
Yeah.
and that one really took a back seat.
yeah.
Yeah, some songs really shine when you put them to tape, put them on when you record them, and some of them don't, and that wasn't one of them.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you get tired of playing some songs, or you like playing them all?
Yeah, they're all fun.
There's some I don't mind
Maybe
seeing
drum
not
was,
being in
yeah.
the set some nights. It's it's fun to take a break from a song every now and then. I think it makes you appreciate it more when you start playing it
Yeah.
again, and then throwing in a new song in the set that we haven't played in a long time is always kind of, it makes you concentrate a little bit more and
Yeah.
try to remember the changes before they actually get there.
Yeah, because I saw that you've taken back some One Day Remain songs on this tour, on the set list. So
Mhm.
that was the reason you just want to mix it up a bit.
Yeah, just try and, hopefully give fans a different look, a different show.
Yeah.
We've been over here to Europe so much and have been very lucky that a lot of people have come to see us while we're over here, that we want to try to, knowing that, or hoping if those people are coming back, we want to try to give them a little something different than what they saw last time.
Yeah, cool. So, on that note, I know that there's a petition on the Aviation forums to bring back Shed My Skin on the set, because that's a big crowd favorite, one of mine as well. Any chance of seeing that on this tour?
I'm not sure. We haven't played that in so long. I don't even know how to play it at this point. I'd have to relearn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this one will practice a sound check. Right now we only have Down in My Last, The End Is Here, rehearsed, and Words Darker Than Their Wings is something that we're going to start pulling out. It's just a matter of when Miles wants to do it, because I know it's very vocally demanding. He's got to feel like he's 100%. Because the first time we play it, everybody's it's going to be on the internet, so we want to make sure that the first time is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the downside of YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on there forever.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So there are rumors that you're recording a new DVD on this tour.
Yeah.
So what's the plan there?
Well, right now we have a guy out here that's filming us kind of behind the scenes and
Yeah, I
stuff.
saw him before.
And we're going to get more crew out that are going to film all the UK dates. And then we're going to film Wembley when we play Wembley's the very last show. And it's going to be the big camera shoot.
It's going to be like live in Amsterdam. Yes, or something?
Live from Amsterdam, but just bigger,
Yeah.
you know, with more production. We've never had this much production. You know, we're going to have lasers,
Yeah.
bigger lights. We might even have a back
You've got video.
video wall. Yes, this will be our biggest production we've ever had.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing it for the first time, just like the crowd. So we'll be.
Yeah.
Kind of distracting.
Not paying attention
Yeah.
to the show. Yeah.
Oh, I looked like that when I played it. Okay, so I know that fans are flying in from the US to see you on this tour. Wembley especially, and Oslo, and what's your thought on that?
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, it's, you know, I think it'd be nice for a lot of fans that are with us in the U.S. to get a chance to come see us in an arena setting, and you know, something as historic as Wembley is. And, you know, while we're filming a DVD, you know, it's something that they can be a part of for the rest of their life, and say, you know, I was there when they filmed this. Hopefully, it turns out good, and we don't suck that night.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
So I know that there's a fan Bible being presented at Wembley. Have you heard about it? Yeah. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's great. You know, it just shows how dedicated our fans are.
Yeah.
You know, they know more about us than we know about ourselves. You know, and, they've kept better log of all of our history than we have. So it's good. It's good to have other people go and put these nice packages together for us, because it's good when we're older and our kids are growing up. It'd be good to show these type of things to them and have it.
Reminisce a bit.
It's like it's like a high school yearbook or something.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before did you have a solo record coming out now in 2012?
Yes.
What's the progress on that?
Well, I thought I had most of it done, and I started hearing some of the tracks back, and I know there's some stuff I'm gonna have to work on. So hopefully December, January, I finish tracking, and then hopefully I get it out by February or early March.
And I've heard that it has more of a metal vibe.
Some parts of it,
Yeah.
but it's just a hard rock record.
Okay. Do you have like a theme lyrically for it as well?
No, it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause like AB3 was more of a darker, and I don't know if you have
Yeah.
like the same thought or.
Lyrically, for me, I just try and save the vocal melody. So lyrics, my lyrics sometimes are not very direct. They could mean a bunch of different things, even from like verse 1 to verse 2. That you could say it's the same song. You know, as long as it sings well, keeps the melody, keeps somewhat of a general vibe throughout the song. I don't. Yeah, my lyrics are just really to support the vocal melody. So it's. Miles is a much better lyrical writer than I am, so it was really tough to do the lyrics, but yeah, there's no real common thread to it all.
Okay. Will you do a tour of that record as well, or?
Oh, it all depends if it ends up being the next big thing. You know?
If you need a drummer.
Yeah.
How do you feel about doing all the singing yourself on this one?
Well, if it was last week, I would have been doomed because I couldn't sing a note. I was sick, and I could only imagine. You know, whenever you hear singers complain about being sick and not wanting to sing out, I can really understand, because it completely, when you have a cold, you can't do anything about it. Your pitch is all over the place. You can't hit high notes. Miles just got sick today, so
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're dreading that because we have 6 shows in 7 days.
Yeah.
But I don't know, being a front man's kind of never really been, it's not part of my personality to be that alpha male, get up everybody kind of thing. I like being on the side, and but like I said, if it does well and promoters will pay to put a show together, you know, I might be tempted to do it.
Yeah. Cool. Let's hope.
Yeah.
I also know you have a Creed tour coming up.
Mhm.
Is that next year or?
They just announced it Monday that I think April 17th is the first.
I think so, yeah.
We'll do 2. Right now they put 6 shows up for sale, and then the plan is to see how those do, and if they do well, we'll do that same package throughout the U.S.
Yeah, because I saw that you're playing back to back the first 2 records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a lot of songs.
There's a lot of songs.
Yeah.
A lot of songs we haven't played in a long time.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some rehearsals before that for sure.
Okay. So you're not recording a new album for this one, or?
Not before. We've already gotten together to work on new songs, but it's still up in the air whether it's going to be a whole record or if it will be multiple EPs that turn into a whole record. If our plan is to put out a whole record, but if we wait until the record's ready and record it, it might be Christmas or around October before it comes out. So we might just record a chunk of it now and put it out to kind of support the tour, and then do another one later, and then package together a whole record for Christmas.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah. So will you be doing a Europe tour with Creed as well? Because it's been a long while.
It's all about the promoters.
Yeah.
It's not something we can say we want to do it and go, and if it doesn't make sense with the promoters and the agents and everything, they're the ones that really have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had some questions for Miles, but obviously he's not here, so let's skip ahead. If you could change one thing about the music business, what do you think that would be? Or what would you want to
thing
change?
about the music business. There's a lot of things that I'd like to change about the music business. I don't know if you can really specifically pick one. And I think getting into this, you don't realize how much of a business it is. You think, 4 guys that just jam together and hop in a van and go on the road. And, there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle. There's a lot of hands in the pot that I think nowadays most bands could probably do a lot of it themselves. With the between online social networks, the ease of recording your own stuff now, I think it's a lot easier for you to put out your own music and be successful at it, and let the artists reap the rewards of financially. With labels in general, I couldn't be happier with where we've landed with Roadrunner. They're really a great label and have a lot of people that really believe in us, and not all labels are like that, and that's probably one of the biggest things that I've seen is just going through the motions, and there could be a band that's really great that doesn't get the proper push that they deserve and just end up falling apart.
Yeah. Okay. And maybe you covered something about that, but if you have like one tip and one warning for aspiring musicians, what would that be?
Don't sign long contracts.
Yeah.
Personal experience?
Yeah, sign maybe a 1 record plus deal. I mean, contracts with anybody, be wary, get a decent, spend whatever money you're gonna save up on an attorney that's gonna warn you before you do that.
Yeah.
Because many bands, like us, like any band, are just so excited that somebody's interested in their music, and they don't want to upset anybody by making any marks on this contract, and they just deal with it. So it's better to be safe than sorry with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't buy yourself out of record contracts either.
Yeah.
Don't buy yourself out?
That's
Okay.
all we do.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, that's all we seem to do.
Yeah. I saw Miles tweet raped Brian saying that he liked The View. What else did you for fun on the road?
Oh man. Listen to DJ B. Marsh.
Yeah, DJ B. Marsh. Brian likes to get on the bus at night and have a few post-show cocktails, and then whips out his iPod and plays just some of the worst music ever. Some of it's great.
Up till sunrise.
Yeah, up till
Yeah.
keeps
And then you
everybody
dance.
awake. And then I dance.
Yeah.
Right. No, we're all pretty lighthearted with each other. We don't joke around. And then the thing that's been great is the Blackstone Cherry guys are the exact same way. with their band, and now we've started doing it towards each other. So it's just like one big family of pranksters out here on the road.
Yeah, awesome. So did Brian get him back?
I don't think he has as of yet, but I'm
Waiting
sure.
for the perfect moment.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
Miles put some more stuff on his Twitter before but he had erased it. I forget what he had.
Oh, really?
Said some bad stuff, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that would really gotten him in some trouble.
Yeah. So we all saw you dancing to David Bowie.
Mhm.
Are you the best dancer of the group?
Oh, hands down. I'd say so.
So you're the most likely to hit the dance floor?
Between me and Brian, and it all, like I talked about, those post-show cocktails,
Yeah.
the more that those flow, then the more likely one of us may be to cut the rug there. But I don't know, Mark's got some snazzy moves
Oh
too.
no, oh no.
No?
It's the last thing you'll ever see me do.
It's true. I think the last time I saw you dance was at your wedding.
I think
And I think
dancing's
that was
for-
the first time I ever saw you dance.
I think dancing's for women.
How did you end up in the pool?
How did I end up in the pool?
In the pool,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Sorry,
cool.
I saw
At your
on
house.
some Twitter that you ended up in Mark's pool.
It was me and a friend of ours. We were at a party over at Mark's house when the kids were over there. Picked this guy, his son. He was like, grab his arms, grab his leg, we're gonna throw him in the pool. So we picked him up, and I go to throw him, and then this guy starts counting 1, 2, 3, and I totally lost my balance, and sort of kind of threw him in the pool as I was falling in the
Okay.
pool too, and then
Lost yourself
immediately
in
got
love.
up and threw my phone out. And E-Rock, Eric Friedman, who's
Yeah.
a friend of ours and playing on Mark's record, immediately grabbed it and started to doctor it up, and within about 2 days it turned back on and actually worked. So.
Okay, lucky you.
Lucky me.
So where do you see yourselves in 5 to 10 years? Do you have like a goal or?
Be slugging it out still, you know, just going back and forth between touring with Alter Bridge and Creed, and hopefully moving up to bigger and bigger venues along the way.
Yeah.
But it'll probably just be 2 more records in the bag.
Yeah, keep checking it out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we love doing what we're doing, and you know, I don't want to say how old I'll be in 5 or 10 years, whether I should be doing this anymore.
I'm not gonna ask.
But you know, I think this is, for all 4 of us, this is in our blood, and we'll keep doing it until
Yeah.
we just physically can't anymore.
Cool. Well, I think we have to wrap it up here.
Yeah, Darren just told me
Yeah,
to
okay.
wrap it up.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.
It's been awesome
Thank you.
seeing you guys again.
Cool. Awesome.
Yes, thanks, man.
Enjoy the show. It's gonna be
Appreciate
awesome.
it. Thank you.
Should be fun.
Yeah.